Hi, my name is Laurel Smith. Today is January 24th, 2022. I'm in the class Microbiology, Bio 225, and I will be discussing my lab today for week 2 of bacterial ennomination of dilutions and plate counts experiment. So as you can see, I have already washed my hands. I have my clean gloves on. I have my paper towels if I should have any type of accidents. I have my bleach where I have already cleaned my lab area. I have my distilled water, my alcohol for my pipette. I have my yeast. I have my tubes that are labeled 1 through 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have my my plates labeled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. My pipette is already clean from the alcohol. I'm going to take my distilled water and put 0.25 of distilled water into my pipette. And as you can see, that is labeled distilled water. This is labeled alcohol, and there's my yeast. I am going to place 0.25 mLs inside each of my tubes. So we have done 1 through 3, and now I am doing tube 4 and 5. And I just did 6. So again, I put distilled water in my tubes of 1 through 6. The tubes are in the tube holder. I am now going to take my pipette and take it from the distilled water and place it into the alcohol, only because I want to make for sure I am not contaminating anything, and I'm just going to rinse. Okay, so next I'm going to be placing my pipette and my yeast. I'm going to take 2.5 of the yeast, and I'm going to place the pipette of the yeast. And just to let you know, I'm so sorry, I have shaken this up, stirred it up of the yeast. I forgot to tell you that. Okay, so we're going to transfer the yeast to the distilled water in 1. I am going to take it from tube 1 and place it into tube 2. And go from tube 2 to tube 3. So I'm just transferring from each tube. So I did 1 already, 2, now I'm doing 3. Don't know if you can see the label. Now I'm doing tube 3 to transfer to tube 4. And I'm doing tube 4 and tube 5. And again, I'm taking 2.5, so I have to make for sure I look at the mark here to make for sure I'm doing it correctly. And I just transferred from 5 into 6. Okay, now I'm going to take my pipette, place it back into the alcohol, and I'm going to rinse it out. And I am going to come over to my Patriot dishes. Okay, this is 1, so I'm going to open these. This is 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and I'm going to take the pipette. I'm going to place 4 drops. So this is tube 1 going into tube 1. That's 4 drops. This is test tube 2. Just making for sure I have enough to place 4 drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of went out fast on that one. Test tube 3. One, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm just gonna place my pipette back into the alcohol to clean it because I have just did 1, 2, and 3, and I just want to cover them. And now move on to 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and we have test tube 4. Four drops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. And test tube 5. I'm going to place my pipette in. Place it in my Patriot plate. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last one will be test tube 6. I'm going to place 4 drops again in my plate. 2, 3, 4. We are all done. And I'm just going to cover. And I'm going to just move it around. Shake it or swirl it, as you can see. So that's 1. I'm gonna do the same thing with all of them. 2. So I'm just shaking, swirling it around. 3. Agar plate number 4. And I have 5. So be careful. Just as I see here, I have a little spills on my lab table. And that's okay because I do have the bleach to go ahead and clean it up after I'm done. Okay, so I have all of my plates ready for incubation for 48 hours, and we'll do the 12. I'll look to see what I have in 12 hours, and I will follow through with the directions, and then go from 48 hours and get back to you to show you what my growth looks like of the bacterial indumination, dilutions, and my plate count experiment. Thank you so much.